Greg, usually at the start of a season, in October, you maybe have 8, maybe 9 games, been a lot of practice. What has been the adjustment here, and how do you manage the energy conservation when you're basically playing a game every other night?
Yeah, there's not a lot of practice at this point. Even today, we kept guys off the ice that have played in all the games thus far this season and logging a lot of minutes. The real takeaway for those guys is getting reps at learning, getting better through video, watching video, and then be able to go out and execute in a game without getting the practice reps. Obviously, there is a value to being on the ice, getting into practice, feeling the puck, putting yourself in spots that you would in a game to get reps at it. There's a skill in that, and there's also a skill in watching video, visualizing yourself in those spots, and being able to execute just through visualization.
What is the expectation of the player when they are afforded that time to rest and rejuvenate? What do they expect the player to do to make sure they're ready for the next game?
It's probably not good to just lay around all day. We still have the guys come in and get them moving, even though they don't go on the ice and expend energy that way. It's really important to stay moving, go for walks, do some mobility stuff, get the blood flow going through the body to flush out lactic acid and different things. So, as much rest and relaxation as they can get without being too stagnant laying around, but also keeping their mind sharp and visualizing their gameplay and team details. And, there's a balance between mentally staying engaged and also maybe meditating and just freeing the mind and shutting it off at times and finding energy that way as well.
Next question goes to Joshua Cloak. Go ahead, Joshua.
Hey, Greg, what has Tyler Gaudette done differently this season that you think has allowed him to have such success offensively?
He had talked a lot about coming into this year and wanting to focus on the offensive side of the puck. He's always been a defensively responsible player. When I asked him what he visualized before games, I think it was game 1 or game 2 of the season, he talked about visualizing the team systems and his responsibilities and face-off details. And I said, how many goals did you visualize scoring? And he said, 2. I said, you only visualized scoring 2 goals? Now, he meant he wanted to score 2 goals in that game. He had visualized himself scoring 2 goals in that game. I was thinking to myself, in terms of the question, I was hoping for he had visualized scoring 50 different goals, just in terms of reps in his head. We had a little bit of a chuckle on that, but he's definitely starting to focus a lot more on the offensive side of the puck and put himself in spots to have success there. He's a student of the game, and he's definitely asking the right questions and looking at the right reps after shots where he wished he had scored or he had a great opportunity and it didn't go in. He's wanting to look back at it, see what other options there were. The process offensively is in place for him right now, and it's showing.
I mean, you were once a 27-year-old in the AHL as well. How difficult is it for, a player of that age? He's not necessarily at the end of his career, but maybe the development isn't there. How difficult is it for a 27-year-old in the AHL to kind of find new heights in his game?
Yeah, regardless of age, it's difficult at this level for anybody. The real focus for us, for our group, every day is to have that development mindset, the development process. I would assume even for the NHL guys, nobody's a finished product. We should be working to get better every day. Tyler has that process in place for himself. I know with my own personal experience, there were some years I struggled to score goals. There were some years it came a lot easier, and you look back at some of your own processes and what worked for you and what didn't work for you. And I think as coaches, we get really passionate about helping players through your own experiences at times. I relate to Tyler a lot in the sense of the type of player I was. So sometimes that helps me kind of guide him with some things, but overall, he's done it all himself. He's really focused this year. You can tell he's a much more confident version of himself than what I had experienced last year with him. Really happy for him.
Next question goes to Nick Barden. Go ahead, Nick.
Hey, Greg. Going off last night and you talking about Riley McCourt and his performance, I want to know what was your decision to get him in the lineup and what caught your eye that maybe made you make that decision?
His work ethic and his discipline every day to get better. He's come a long ways since the off season. He started training here. He's put on a lot of muscle, a lot of strength in his skating. He's pushed himself physically to be able to play at this speed and this pace. It was really good to see him in the game yesterday have success, put himself in some good places. We know that he has the ability with the puck and to make plays. He's a very cerebral player. Showed it at times last night as well. So, he earned the opportunity just based off of how he's conducted himself during his time here and how hard he's worked.
And last one goes to Lance Hornby. Go ahead, Lance.
Sorry, Greg. A lot of us have seen some very lean years with the Maple Leafs. That's translated into lots of opportunity for the Marlies this year. A bit of a flip situation. They're doing so well up there. Any worries that you're going to have a lot of players who maybe not see that opportunity? And what's your challenge as coach to keep them hungry?
Well, the good thing is they're all really, really good people who are naturally hungry and competitive. I think regardless of where they're at, whether it's with the Leafs or here, all the players that we've been working with under our roof right now are in a really positive mindset. They're focusing on today and how to get better. Whether opportunities come or they don't, I mean, this game of hockey can change so quickly with injuries and opportunities. Like, these guys are going to stay hungry. They're going to stay ready for whatever might come.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Greg.
Thank you.